Caitlin Clark has undeniably reigned as the central figure in collegiate basketball for the past couple of years now, reminiscent of NBA icon Larry Bird's spotlight on racial discussions 45 years ago. Clark finds herself thrust into the limelight of race-related dialogues as she transitions to the professional basketball realm. While Clark has refrained from stoking the flames of the black-white narrative surrounding her remarkable ascent, conversations about a perceived double standard are buzzing. I think it's a huge thing. I think a lot of people may say it's not about black and white, but to me it is, expressed A'ja Wilson, star player for the Las Vegas Aces, reflecting on the racial dynamics influencing Clark's prominence, particularly in light of her recent endorsement deals. It truly is because excellence as a black woman may not always be perceived as marketable. Regardless of our efforts, we often find ourselves overlooked. That's why it's infuriating when people deny the racial undercurrents at play. It's unequivocally about race. To be clear, Clark is a skilled hardcourt savant from Iowa. Bird was a skilled hardcourt savant from Indiana State. And like Bird, Clark has captivated audiences and brought unmatched attention to women's basketball with an ability to score from every corner of the court. Neither Bird nor Clark were the first great white male or female pro basketball players. Jerry West is the actual NBA logo, and before Clark, the long list of talented white WNBA players included Sue Bird and Breanna Stewart. But sports can be elevated by a heated rivalry, particularly when race is involved. Clark's rise has come with an on-court bravado that made her must-watch TV as she led the Hawkeyes to back-to-back NCAA championship game appearances. When Bird led the Sycamores to the title game in 1979, he squared off against Magic Johnson in one of the most-watched games in NCAA tourney history. At Iowa, Clark's on-court rival in the NCAA tournament was former LSU star Angel Reese. Then she took on women's juggernaut South Carolina and coach Dawn Staley. The matchups created the kind of made-for-social media moments that captivated audiences, regardless of gender. The matchups also led to ongoing discussions about how race plays a factor in the treatment afforded to Clark, a white woman from America's heartland, as compared to black counterparts like Reese. Clark has said she and Reese are just pieces of a larger movement. "I would say me and Angel have always been great competitors," Clark said prior to Iowa's Elite Eight matchup with Reese and LSU in March. "I think Angel would say the same, like it's not just us in women's basketball. That's not the only competitive thing about where our game is at, and that's what makes it so good. We need multiple people to be really good." Still, the race-based debate over perceived slights to black players or favoritism toward Clark is not going away as the #1 pick in the WNBA draft.